Tell you what I found out about the wonderful year that you guys were born in, 1938. You like the palm trees in the background? I kind of do. I tell you what a year. It is great. Happy birthday. I just want to say happy birthday on a milestone that a lot of people don't achieve, and you have a long ways to go. But you guys are born in 1938. What a wonderful year. Roosevelt was president. John Garner was vice president. I told you I'm still here at Ripley's, believe it or not. I found a few things out. So let's start. Did you know they discovered oil in Saudi Arabia in 1938? A gallon of gas, 10 cents a gallon. What's it now? $3.50? Going up to $4 they predict by the summer? Amazing. Gallon of milk, 50 cents. 1938, 50 cents for a gallon of milk. Stamps for 3 cents. Movie tickets were 25 cents. But Howard Hughes flew around the world in a little over 3 days. It's like 3 days, 19 hours. Okay, almost 4 days. The first nylon toothbrush. That's when we started getting our chompers a little bit cleaner. 1938, nylon toothbrush. They lasted a lot longer than those old bristle ones. America got the wit scared out of them. Because Orson Welles' War of the Worlds, the radio show, he scared the bejesus out of everybody. Hey, believe it or not. Going on to sports a little bit, there was only 10 football teams. The Giants beat Green Bay 23-17. They didn't have the Super Bowl then. They call it a championship game. There's only 16 baseball teams. The World Series, they had the World Series then. New York beat Chicago. So the New York Yankees beat the Chicago Cubs 4-0. You know what? The Minnesota Vikings, that wasn't one of the 10 football teams. The Minnesota Twins, that wasn't one of the baseball teams. They both were created in 1961. Both teams. 1961 is when they both got created in Oz. Believe it or not, it took them all year to get it. They started it in January, but they finished it and completed it in 1938 is when the Wizard of Oz was created. Amazing. And it's still going. What a great movie. The Adventures of Robin Hood. Christmas Carol was brought out. The very first Christmas Carol was brought out in 1938. The movie Boys Town, if you guys remember that one. Some of the cartoons and the other movies that were created then, believe it or not, The Lone Ranger. The first year, 1938, The Lone Ranger was played. Flash Gordon's Trip to Mars. The Great Adventures of Wild Bill Hickok was created, formed, filmed. And you know what the comics that came out then? Go figure. Donald Duck, Superman, Porky and Daffy. People that have joined your birth year or were born in your birth year. Great year. Ted Turner, Christopher Lloyd was born in your year. Connie Francis, Charlie Pride, Jeff Barry, Don Meredith, Johnny Paycheck. But you know what the best of 1938 was? You were born. I'm going to share a couple other things with you about stories that you told me that reminds me of St. Augustine and you and our family. Again, believe it or not, all those facts. There's a lot more facts that I have that I'll give to you on your birthday. Let's go see if I can't find those other places that I want to show you here that brought back memories of all of us. Well, you'll never guess where I'm at. I'm in a single-room schoolhouse. I remember some of the stories that you used to tell me about when we didn't want to go to school, we were sick, we weren't feeling bad, or we just wanted to cut class. You gave us the old story about you went to school in a one-room schoolhouse, trudging through the snow, through the rain, through the sleet. Sisters and brothers had to carry you. So here we are in a single school room house. The only one I could find today. Anyway, single-room schoolhouse. I thought it'd be interesting. Again, I just remember the stories that you guys used to tell us and going through school and trudging through everything.
I am Deputy Sheriff Guy White, and I will process you through the old jail here today.
We're here at the oldest jail possible. Nice small room, one little bunk, and there's the toilet. You're probably wondering why I brought you to the jail, but I'll explain it here. I'm away from the jail, and I'm in a little bit quieter area, so I can talk and tell you a little bit why I wanted to take you to the jail. I've got to say thanks for the way that you raised me. I really do believe, and I firmly believe, that the way you raised us, for the most part now, kept me out of jail. You taught us right from wrong. You taught us to be honest. You taught us to try to speak our mind when we could. And he taught us if we did something wrong, there was consequences. And there's a lot of kids today who don't pay the consequences for their actions. But you see, you developed my character, you developed responsibility, and that's why I'm bringing some of these things out. So again, consequences to my actions. Be honest, be truthful, own up to what you do. I think you have helped build my character, my morals, and my standards today. So it's just another example of it. I haven't gone to jail. I wanted to show you the jail just to kind of bring some of this stuff to light. And so thanks. Anyway, got one more stop here in St. Augustine that I want to take you to. It's called the Fountain of Youth. Well, here we are at the Fountain of Youth. Can you believe the average lifespan when you guys were born was 56.7 years? Yes, I have to say it again. Believe it or not. And it's your 70th birthday. So, you know why I'm here. I'm going to get us some Fountain of Youth water. We're going to drink it together on your birthday or whenever I see you next. And you know what? Hopefully we'll have a lot more years together. I forgot to tell you, I scored. Fountain of Youth bottled water. We're going to open this at your birthday. We're going to stay around a lot longer. We've got time to go. You have already beaten the odds of the 56.7 average years for your birth year. You're 70. What a milestone. It's awesome. So again, happy birthday. Have fun. Let's spend a lot more time together if we can get behind each other's coast a little bit sooner or more often, I should say. I love you. Happy birthday. We'll see you later.